A novelty that could wear off.
Hey guys, following on from my previous videos where I compared the prices at Costco and Pack and Save, it has been heavily requested by you guys that I revisit Costco and see how their prices have changed since opening.
While it's promising grocery prices will be 20 to 30% cheaper than elsewhere, there are doubts its opening will do enough to bring down prices across the board.
The store has been open now for around 4 months, but despite being open for such a short amount of time, some of the prices from around the store have shot up a huge amount. If you haven't already, please make sure to give this video a like. And while you're down there, consider subscribing to see all my future content in the personal finance and investing space. So let's jump straight into the prices, starting with meat. For many families, meat will be one of their largest grocery purchases, both by weight and price. If we start by looking at chicken breast, since September, Costco have increased their pricing by $1 a kilo to $11.99, a 9.1% increase. Thighs have increased as well, up $1 a kilo from $16.99 to $17.99, an increase of 5.9%. A subtle $1 increase has also found its way onto the price of Rangitikei branded chicken, with thighs up 5% and 2 whole chickens by another 4.5%. 1.5 kilograms of Tegel Takeout's Nashville chicken burgers has remained at the same price of $27.99. Rounding out the chicken section is Bostock chicken tenderloins, with the 1.7 kilogram pack increasing $2 from $37.99 to $39.99. So in the chicken section, Costco have increased prices just under 5% in just 4 months. Moving over to pork, the spare ribs have stayed at the same price of $25.99 a kilo, as has Grandpa's Streaky Bacon at $14.98 for a kilo packet. Hella's Pepperoni has too, at $6.99 for 3 100-gram packets. 2 kgs of Hella's cheese sausages, however, are up $2 or 12.5%, increasing from $15.99 to $17.99. The huge rolled pork roasts that were popular on opening have too increased in price by $1 a kilo or 10%. Pork belly has had another sneaky dollar added to its price, up 2.8%. And to round out the pork section, a kilo of pork mince has shot up 18.2% from $10.99 to $12.99 a kilo. As a category, pork is up by an average of 6%. 1 kg of beef mince, a classic Kiwi staple, has remained at the same price of $11.99. Another Kiwi staple, lamb, is up $1 a kilo for shanks, or 6.3%. Lamb racks have also increased in price by $5 to $55 a kilo, a rise of 10%. We aren't even through the meat section yet, and already most items have gone up in price. Snapper is also up $1 a kilo to $47.99. Frozen prawns in a 908 gram bag haven't changed in price, nor has the 1.36 kilogram box of frozen sockeye salmon. Monkfish has increased in price from $24.99 a kilo at opening to $29.99, a whopping 20% increase. Mussels, however, have had the biggest increase, up 60% from $9.99 to $15.99 for a 1.6 kilogram bag. So all up, most meat items have seen an increase in price since Costco's opening in September. As compared to Pack and Save now, Costco remains cheaper for many of these items, just not by as much as before. Moving along to vegetables, these are of course a seasonal item, so the prices are expected to fluctuate, especially with the kinds of weather we've seen this week. So I'll share the Pack and Save pricing too, just to keep things in check. 5 kgs of washed potatoes are up 141% to $14.49. At Pack and Save, they currently sell for about $4 a kilo. 650 grams of white button mushrooms have increased in price by 10%, coming in square with the price Pack and Save is selling them for. 3 kgs of carrots are up 50 cents a kilo to $6.49, which remains significantly cheaper than buying them at Pack and Save. As we are now in summer, tomatoes have come right back in price, down from near $40 for a 3 kg box to just $18.99. Compared to Pack and Save, these items remain cheaper at Costco. And just to add, I've bought these tomatoes and the capsicums from Costco, and the quality I've found is so much better than the supermarket. Now looking at the 6-pack of capsicums, they've increased $1 or 11.1% since the store opened. As compared to Pack and Save, even with their current promotion, Costco remains cheaper. The price for apples has dropped from $8.99 for a 2 kg pack to $8.41, accounting for the difference in unit sizes. And this too remains cheaper than Pack and Save. Telegraph cucumbers have also dropped in price, down 5%. At a price of $5.49 for 2, it remains slightly cheaper than at Pack and Save. And finally we have courgettes, up 41.2% to $11.99 per kilo. Looking at Pack and Save, Costco is much more expensive. Now let's move over to the pantry goods. 1.9 litres of Best Foods mayonnaise has increased $3, now up at $19.90, a 17.7% increase. 6 litres of Campbell's beef stock remains at $17.99. Both Happy Valley chili and airborne honeys remain at their opening prices too. Nando's Peri Peri sauce has increased 6.7%, increasing from $14.98 to $15.99. 8 slabs of Oreos are up a substantial 20%, increasing from about $10 to $12. 36 Mother Earth baked oat bars are up a similar amount, increasing from $16.99 to $19.99. Spam 2 has increased 18%, from $13.98 to $16.49 for about a kilo, a rise of $2.50. Jack Link's beef jerky, coming in a 310 gram bag, has actually come down in price since Costco opened, from $18.99 to $18.49. If you love pasta, 3 litres of Dolmio Bolognese sauces comes in at $18.99, an increase of 8.6% since opening. Skippy peanut butter too has increased by 12.2%, now costing $12.89 for a 1.8 kg tub. Costco's house brand almond butter has retained its opening price of $13.98 for a 765 gram pack. Vegemite has risen 3.4%, now at $15.49 for a 950 gram pack. In the cereal department, the prices have stayed virtually the same. 950 grams of Cocoa Pops have fallen slightly as Costco now stocks a smaller pack size. 950 grams of Cocoa Pops have fallen slightly as Costco now stocks a smaller pack size. And for Nutri-Grain, the prices remain constant. Now into the sauces. A 946 milliliter Tapatio hot sauce bottle has retained its price of $11.99, and the 1 litre bottle of tartare sauce has too. Heinz ketchup though, despite tomatoes now being in season, has increased their prices 16.4% to $12.79 for 2 litres. The Kewpie range has also increased in price. The roasted sesame dressing by 5.4% to $15.79 for a 1 litre bottle, and the mayonnaise is up 3.6% to $11.39 for a litre. A 2.1 kilogram bucket of Nesquik chocolate powder remains at $23.99, and it's the same for 24 cans of Highlander condensed milk at $59.98. Next up is 10 cans of Edgel corn kernels, up a whopping 32% to just under $20. Costco's house brand minced garlic, a staple for many restaurants that buy their supplies at Costco, is up just under 40% to around $14 for 1.36 kilograms. Following from that, we have peanut M&Ms, and they are also up on their 1.2 kilogram bucket by $1, now costing $19.99. To round out the pantry section, we also have about 3 kilograms of pineapple slices, up 20% to $18, and 1.36 kilograms of corned beef is down $1 or 4.3%, now costing $21.99. The next section is the drinks, starting with apple pressed juice. For 12 300 milliliter bottles, the cost has increased $1 or 5% to $20.99. Kirkland coconut water and Ocean Spray cranberry juice have retained their opening prices. A box with 15 600 milliliter bottles of Pepsi Max have risen slightly, now costing $26.69. Surprisingly, the cost of L&P, not even the rebated cost as you can see in the photo, has dropped to $24.99 for 8 1.5 litre bottles. V Energy Drink has done the same, with the price of a box of 24 down 9.2% to $34.49. And finally, we have 12 litres of Blue Powerade, enough to cure the hangovers at my sister's flat for about a week, and its prices remain at their opening price of $39.99. Now onto the dairy items. Costco's house brand fresh milk has increased 10 cents for a 3 litre bottle, now costing $5.39. Anchor's UHT milk in a slab of 12 has increased $1 or 3.8%. Puhoi chocolate milk remains at $8.99 for a 1.5 litre bottle, and 6 litres of Primo chocolate milk has risen 5.7% to $37. Into the butters, 1 kilogram of mainland unsalted remains at $14.98, and the imported Lurpak stuff has risen slightly by 5.3% to just under $20 for a kilo. In recent weeks, the 2.27 kilogram slab of American cheese has been popular as it had a promotion discounting the price to just $5. Its normal retail price, however, is $34.99, the same as it was at opening. Tasty shredded cheese is up just over 10%, now costing $31.99 for a 2 kilogram pack. Philadelphia cream cheese is up too, by 12.5%, now costing $26.99 for a 1.5 kg pack. Half a kg of whipped cream is now at $7.99, up 2.6%. 1 kg of Meadow Fresh sour cream remains at $9.99, and 800 grams of Greek yogurt also remains at its opening price of $6.59. Finally, we have 750 grams of halloumi cheese, up 3.5% to $20.69. Walnuts and almonds remain at their opening prices at $27.98 and $21.99 respectively for a 1.36 kilogram pack. Kirkland unsalted nuts in a 1.13 kilogram pack have risen 6.3% to $33.99. The prices of quinoa have also remained unchanged, with the 2 kilogram bag of organic quinoa unchanged from opening, and the 1.5 kilogram tricolour option falling slightly with its now larger pack size. Sugar prices also remain unchanged at $4.89 for a 3 kg bag. Over the past month, we've also had a shortage of eggs due to the new regulation hitting the supply. The cost of eggs is now up 31% for exactly the same product as was sold at opening. The price is now $28.99 for 60 size 6 eggs, up $7 since September. Into the freezer section, 750 grams of gluten-free naan remains unchanged at $17.99. The Oob selection of green beans, sweet corn and garden peas also remained unchanged from their opening prices. Costco's house brand frozen berries are up 24% or $7 for a 2 kilogram bag, now costing $35.98. If you look back in my earlier videos, I also found them expensive then, however now they're costing a lot more than the supermarket, as you can find here. 1 kg of crinkle cut fries is unchanged from their opening price of $5.99, which is also pricey when compared to Pack and Save. Now we're into the lotions, with 2 litres of Cetaphil coming in 37.5% more expensive as compared to when Costco opened, now costing $54.99. 2 litres of Aveeno have retained its opening pricing of $37.98. 2 litres of Dove body wash has done the same, staying at $17.99. Now to touch on something very controversial on the various Costco Facebook groups, and that's the Kirkland toilet rolls, which have increased in price by 10% to $43.99. Rumour has it that these have drastically reduced in quality since opening as well. For Optimum Nutrition whey protein, the prices have remained at their opening prices, and 3 litres of olive oil, now sold in a 6 litre pack, remains at its opening price. Glad Kitchen Supplies have also retained their opening pricing at $24.99 for the sandwich bags, the same price for 300 metres of Glad wrap, and $23.99 for 150 metres of Glad foil. For kitchen cleaning products, Finish All-in-One Lemon is up 11.6% to $47.99 for 140 pieces. 1.8 litres of Vanish Preen Gold is up 25.9%, now costing $33.99. And to round out the shelved items, we have 6.6 litres of Cold Power Advanced Clean, which remains at its opening price of $29.99. Looking at fuel, Costco remains with some of the lowest prices in Auckland. When the store opened, their prices of around $2.40 for 91 was the cheapest by far, and others had to drop their prices to compete. As I film this video, Costco is the second cheapest in Auckland, only behind the Caltex and Riverhead. As compared to opening, prices have come down in all 3 grades of fuel. And to round out the analysis, the Foodcourt has had some changes since opening. On the pricing front, the only item to have changed its price is the Korean chicken wings, which have increased by $1. On the offerings front, they now have a southern-style chicken burger, which admittedly is pretty good. It sells for $7.99 by itself, or $10.99 for the meal. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate it, as it helps grow the channel and pushes content like this out to more people who might find it useful. I hope this video gave you a better perspective of how the prices at Costco have changed since opening, and how the value stacks up against the supermarkets. Doing studies like this keeps our favourite stores accountable, especially at times like these when people are struggling to meet the ever-increasing costs of living. Thanks for watching, and I look forward to catching you on the next one. Cheers.